All right, we're live. What's going on? What's happening? Your boy is back. You guys do me a favor and make sure you stop and check out my new drop on my AI channel, the Digital Wolf. Who told you that? And hit that like button on that third episode, and also watch the other two while you're there. It's great content, and it's in a very monotone. And what I'm going to do is make sure I keep it that way. Good evening, Grand Rising, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you're watching me from. It's your boy, back at it again. Hey, but do me a favor, if you go out there, you're probably on the way. Yeah, okay, appreciate it. Hey, I got a package on the back porch, man. Just disregard that. So, let's talk about it really quickly, okay? I'm gonna start doing these more often because it seems like they're resonating with my enemies. And you need your enemy support. They come through and they watch you before your subscribers even do. So, make sure that you're encouraging those enemies to stay diligent on their venom and animosity towards you that comes from nowhere, right? It comes out of nowhere. So let's talk about it for a second. When women decide to start trolling you after you mention something, see, you guys, you have to stop thinking that everything is happenstance and coincidence. When it comes to women, there's no such thing. They hope that you think that way, right? So if I go off last night on one of my rants where I'm tired of married women watching me and thinking they have some type of veil to where I don't see you. I see you. Your government trained me to see everything, and that was my means of survival for 2 years in Iraq. You don't shut that off. What you do is you find a way to make it normal to be hyper aware. So y'all are running around with normal awareness, and I have hyper awareness. So you're thinking I'm in the same way. And as a matter of fact, a lot of y'all females think that I'm naive. That's why I keep it that way. I'm not going to correct you. I'm not going to get on here speaking a bunch of super big words or no drinks.
No, no drinks. He
All
was
right.
like, he put him on the porch. He was already there.
Oh, okay.
He
Okay.
was walking off.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll go get the drinks here in a minute. Don't worry about it, bud.
Wait, are these, or what, these mine or just?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
You're welcome, bud. I gotta get off of here, man. It's freaking Domino's. I gotta go back down here and get my. I specifically said, leave the drinks and the food with my son. This fool shows up and drops off the food, no drinks. I gotta drive down here and get the drinks. I'm just gonna walk in there and grab them and walk out. I ain't even gonna say nothing to him. But yeah, man, these women, they like to run their mouth a lot. They like to talk too much, and they don't realize that they're giving themselves away. And I've warned these women, y'all. Like, I've warned these women. I told them, like, y'all talk too much. You talk too much. You talk too much. And they don't listen. And it's getting to the point where I believe that they want me to know that they're watching. And women speak in a lot of coded language. The things that women do is coded. So if you just tapped in, man, and you're paying attention, you catch everything. And the modern woman is so egotistical. And also, if they're a content creator, man, their arrogance and their ego is out of this world. It's far surpasses any man's ego that you've ever encountered in your life. It don't matter if it's like Andrew Tate, right? No one has a bigger ego than the modern woman. No one. And there's different variations of modern women. And a lot of them are chameleons. A lot of y'all be watching these content creators and you be thinking like, oh, they're so nice. They are wicked ass women, bro. They're wicked as hell. They talk junk about your archetype of men all the time when they're not online. And then they be like getting with their husbands and their boyfriends, be like, oh, I'm gonna get online and fool these niggas in the thing. Don't fall for them. Man, they tell on themselves all the time. Y'all be having these women talking about they advocate for men, but then they're talking about their opinion about passport bros, which is just a label for men that have found a way to escape the matrix without complaining about it all the time. So instead of us complaining about women, we find an exit strategy. And then your favorite content creator likes to sit around and talk about passport. But what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And you think this is a good person? No, you love to watch a pretty face. Well, what you consider a pretty face. I'm sorry, but I'm handsome. A lot of the women that you like to watch are average to me, right? I want to see them without the makeup on and without the filters and the good lighting. That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? But y'all, I understand the bar is low. It's hard to find a woman that isn't overweight and running around with a rest and be face. So you guys are just, doing what you got to do. I get it. But when you realize who you are and you're hitting the gym and, you're either picking up a trade or going back to school or whatever, and you're praying to God every day before you do anything. I mean, as soon as you rise, you're thanking God and you're talking to God. Man, you're going to look at yourself differently. Like, nah, I know I'm rare. No, I know I'm rare. And then you'll look at these women, no matter how pretty they are, you'll look at the numbers. Like they're all over the globe. And then you start scrolling through your feeds and they all look alike, right? They're all doing the same makeup schemes and all. They're like, well, I can get another one anytime I want. I can get any of these from anywhere that I want to. Why am I limiting myself? I have an abundance mindset. I'm a king. I can handle and have done in the past multiple women at one time. And that was a younger me. I was immature. This new me, it's over for y'all. And then I'm gonna get to the point of the video here in a minute. And then, what I'm saying, these women think that they can fool me by what they say. I don't care what you say. I have been around women all my life. I'm the kind of dude that was handsome when I was a teenager. I used to have grown women hitting on me. I started working at Subway at like 14 or 15 with a voucher from my dad. And I had a 28-year-old woman named Angie that was always trying to bop me off in the back. And she had a full husband and 3 kids. Y'all think y'all are the only people that have been being, flirted with and all this. You're not. I've been dealing with women all my life. So you need to stop acting like I'm new to this. No, 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 no. I'm true to this. That's why you're attracted to me. You know what you see can't be fake. This nigga gotta, he has to. But see, I don't get on here and tell you all my business and all the ins and outs that I've done with women or whatever, but you can sense that I know how women act. I know how to respond to women. I know how to make y'all, super invested into me. And I know how not to pay you no attention at the same time. I don't give a damn what y'all be talking about. I'll just be watching what you're doing. What are you doing right now? Every time I turn around, not all women, some of these coaches and stuff are married and they be covered up from head to toe, sitting up straight, talking their stuff, representing their husbands in very good ways. I'm not talking about y'all. But when it comes to some of y'all that need to get online and get validation and all this stuff from different men, and you try to disguise it, it kind of bothers you when someone can call it out and someone doesn't let it go. Well, Dave, what does this got to do with the video? What are we doing here? Allow me to explain. I keep getting since last night a bunch of comments about Danica Marie. Bro, let me tell you something. I have other women in my thumbnails. I have said that I do use women that I feel like are watching me and studying me for whatever reason, right? I did say that, but I never gave no names. I never said no one specifically. I'm not giving nobody a reason to try to think they he mentioned my name. So no, 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 no. Calm down, calm down. I'm waiting on my name to be mentioned, and then we can go that route. But don't be in my comment section bringing up people's names specifically. I have a lot of women in my thumbnails, and a lot of those women are in the dating coach niche area. And I said what I said last night, and I stand 10 toes down on it. I do feel like a lot of the women I use in my thumbnails watch me for whatever reason they watch me for. Give a damn what you think of it. Why are y'all in my comment section bringing that woman up? Ain't never had nobody bring that woman. What's going on? Why are you asking me? I'm talking about. Why do you care? So you want me to believe a random person, right? Some goofy goddess or whatever that thumbnail avatar looked like. Some random person is interrogating me about that woman specifically because she felt it on her heart that she needed to get some questions answered. Why is she in your thumbnails? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can't just come over here and babble and think, oh, first of all, I'm going to be like, well, this is more than likely that person or someone that knows that person. It's, dude, nobody's going to, no one. I've been online for a few years. This is how I know I'm also blowing up. This is how I know I'm getting popular. I've been online for a few years. I always speak my mind. I don't have no one ever jumping in my comment section asking about anyone specifically. They'll just be like, why are you talking just about women and these women? You're going to ask me about this person directly? Do you know how many other people use that person in their thumbnails? Hey, there's people out here that use that person in reaction videos and disagree with her all the time using her videos. Why are you not bothering them? Do you run over to their comment sections and bring up all this nonsense about why is she in your thumbnails? And bro, I watched a video just the other day of a woman and her husband, some Asian looking lady and a black dude, that were breaking down that woman's video, and were not talking as if, you know, they were in favor of how she spoke. They were throwing a little bit of shade. Do you jump in her comment section and why are you reacting to her video? Why? Listen, you give yourselves away when you let your emotions take over. So don't ask me specifically about any individual person that you think I'm talking about. Because when you do that, my mind goes to not what you're asking, but why are you asking it and who is really asking me this? Why would this be being asked of me? Why, after I go off and I'm saying some things, because I know how to get under y'all's skin, because the same way you studied me, I've been studying you, but I'm actually someone that was trained by the military at the highest level. So you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea how you're doing it. You're just watching stuff. So I can say things to trigger people. And this is the way I work. I say things, and if there's no response, maybe there's no truth to it. If I say something and I got people in my comment section within the day, I've set a trap. It's called chess while y'all are chewing on the checkerboard, right? And I see who responds to it. I've done this for 3 years to find out who my enemies are. That's how I figure out who's watching me. I will say something that's very specific to the individuals that I know are watching me, and I know it's going to trigger them. And I wait to see if they make content the next day, vaguely, you know, into windowing about what I talked about in my conversations. Catch you, put you down in my notes, and then start studying your content, you know what I'm saying, and building up counters for you. I'm literally a military staff sergeant that's retired, a strategist, an engineer, and you're playing with me. You're playing in my energy because you find me attractive in multiple different ways. Some of these women say foolish things like, it's your energy and aura. Well, how did my energy and aura draw you to me? No, it's my looks, but that's just what some women will say. Oh, it's the way you speak and your charisma. So how could the way I speak and my charisma draw you in? No, it's my looks, but it's okay, right? No, you're physically attracted to me. Make up whatever excuse you want to make it seem like it's not the physical. That's what women do. I've had multiple women tell me every part about me except how I look because they feel like I draw a lot of energy from that. I draw energy from everything and I know who I am. I don't need for you to tell me what I am or what I ain't. I already know. It's just that when you go out of your way not to mention the obvious, there's something wrong with you. It's very obvious that I'm handsome, but you can't say it. It's not, and this is what they'll do, right? This is how slow they are and egotistical. They want you to know that they don't want to mention the thing that's obvious about you. They'll say something so dumb like it's not your looks, it's X, Y, and Z. You just told me it's the looks. You just told me. It's the first thing out your mouth. It doesn't matter how you phrased it. It's the first thing out your mouth. It's the first thing on your mind. You can sit here and say what you want. Women are masters at making men have low self-esteem and making men feel like they're lucky to be with them. When if that dude knew the king that he was, he knew he could have like 2 or 3 of you in different countries. But it's neither here nor there. Jumping in my comment section and asking weird questions from a fake profile, it's not gonna make me feel like what I isn't true. Okay? Which I know is true anyway, but I'm being real with you. Like, how could what I've been saying wasn't true, and I'm getting troll comments asking me specifically about different women in how many years have I been using these people in my thumbnails? I'm gonna go back to using Instagram models, okay? Because the Instagram models I use, some of them go over to my TikTok and like some of my videos, but we ain't gonna talk about that because they got boyfriends and stuff. So I ain't gonna go and get into that. But I'm gonna start back using Instagram models because when I use them, I don't have nobody checking me. And best believe those Instagram models, they have family members that check people. I had been using this one lady's thumbnail for a while in my videos, and then I guess some black guy seen on TikTok using that same lady's thumbnail. Maybe he watches my content and then he got that idea. Her sister jumped in his live stream and was cooking him about using that woman as his thumbnail and don't betray her like that. And she goes to college and she has a man. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, people do come after people that they feel like are using their family member's image in the wrong kind of way, you know? So, I mean, at least they got the guts enough to do it directly instead of indirectly from a fake account, right? I don't respect none of that, right? You got something to say it directly. You know that you have to jump in my comment section because you know I don't want your commentary. You have to jump in this is how narcissistic people are. They need for you to hear what they have to say. They got to jump in your comment section, because they know you don't watch I don't watch your content. Guys been told me to stop watching most of these dating niche people because you're a bunch of weirdos too that probably don't really know what you're talking about and you're stealing intellectual property and your video's just weird. Y'all be trying to sound too much like therapists for me. You're not really grounded enough in reality. You let your online personas kind of take over and you think you're judge, jury, and executioner and God and start too much. Start getting your perspectives that are way too in depth. And I don't feel like y'all do the same level of depth and deep diving into your own personal problems. So I feel like you're fake fucks that's just running your mouths and make yourselves feel better. So I want to watch that stuff. Plus, it's also a echo chamber of regurgitated information because idiots watch other people and literally, most of these people have regurgitated words right out of my mouth. I've had these. We want to talk about it. Let's talk about what I've observed. You know what? Let me just talk a little bit about what I noticed. Um, I've had idiots that I'll say something and they'll pay attention. Dating coaches and people in the reaction video niche and stuff like that. I've said things and then these people will go and run down the source that it came from. Like, okay, for example, when I started saying leftover women, the Negroes in the dating niche and the reaction video niche, instead of them giving credit where credit is due, right? They went and found the Chinese videos from years ago talking about leftover women and putting clips of that in their videos. They're very low IQ, but they're Negroes, so I know they're operating out of their ego, and that's what a nigga will do, right? Steal your idea, but then try to source it somewhere else. You know what I mean? I see dudes doing this stuff all the time, right? Or I'll be speaking about something and they don't want to make it seem like that idea came from me. So they'll go and fish out some old Kevin Samuels clip from like 4 years ago, right? And be making reference to that while talking about something I just talked about in a live stream the day before, as if they just magically got this video from KS in their feed and it triggered this whole conversation. No, you're watching people, but you don't want people to think that you're watching people, especially people that y'all decided to ostracize, right? And when the rabbits got the gun, and it don't feel good. It don't feel good knowing you're being watched the same way you're watching people. That someone is nitpicking and putting you on a pedestal to pick you apart the same way you're doing them. And then from what he picks apart from you, he starts dropping it subliminally throughout his videos to kind of tear your ego apart because you can't stop watching, so you shouldn't be watching in the first place. But since you want to watch, I'm going to make sure I weave it all the way through my entire conversation so it can hit home. No one's playing with you. Okay? You people talk too much. You projected. You made assumptions about me. You sat here and had a good time making a bunch of content based loosely around the way that I'm moving. I don't appreciate that. So there should be no issue with me speaking loosely in the same type of demeanor. I ain't called nobody out by name. I just mentioned what I have observed. And if whatever I have observed is hitting home, then maybe you need to be better about being sneaky, mind your own business a little bit more, or go suck your man's dick a little bit more often. I don't know. But I know women that study me. I don't care what you say. If I am a little low content creator and I say, yeah, the women in my thumbnails be studying me and they kind of weird. They're kind of weird. And I kind of study them too. What should it matter? I'm supposedly a nobody, smoky, whoop, 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 right? If I'm that, then what does it matter what I'm saying? I could be talking about anyone. Why would they care? They care because my opinion matters to them. That's the reason why they troll so much, right? They really want me, to approve of the kind of person that they are. And when I say things, you got to understand, y'all think that some of these content creator females attack me because of my arrogance. No, I'm saying things that is so true, it's hitting home. And all that they've done to cover it up with all these masks online, they see that I can still see through it, and it bothers them. Women like to use um, like group pressure to break your will. Like all women, whether they're good or not, or kind of good, as a group, will start talking crazy about men. Even some of your favorite content creators, when they're speaking about passport bros, and all these men are trying to do is start over bashing American women all the time, it don't make any sense to you. It shouldn't make any sense. If they're really down for men bettering themselves, there wouldn't be a bunch of nonsense talk about the passport bros. Well, David, some of these women say that they understand. You don't say you understand, but there's no but. Anything after, I'm saying, anything you said before but negates. Once you say but, it's done. It's over. Man, these guys, I understand what they doing, and I understand why they doing it, but the fuck you talking about? Now nothing you say matters. There is no but. We're doing what we want to do, and we're doing what we have to do. No but. Don't need to hear your goofy ass, dumbass, low IQ opinion about what these men are doing when you're supposed to be in a relationship and or married. And your main focus should be on your husband and what he needs, what he likes, what pisses him off. Planning a vacation for you and him. What are you watching me for? What the hell are you watching me for? I don't get nothing from you. Don't be running your mouths to me when I sit here and talk to God for hours at a time in the morning, get online and go live and say things, and I have some goofy, low IQ content creator stealing my idea, saying what I'm saying, regurgitating it, and then some of them have the audacity, like Corey Holcomb would say, the audacity to try to act like they were saying it years ago. I've been saying it for years. Nigga, no, you haven't. And if you mean years, you mean since I've been online and you've been watching me. Ego is crazy. Arrogance on a top tier, right? Feeding off the energy of the people that are giving them praise for the words they stole from someone else. And then when that see, this is the thing about it. If I'm not telling you the truth, then why am I getting a bunch of trolls talking about the individual women in my thumbnails? That's never happened before. So why does my opinion matter all of a sudden? Because my opinion is starting to matter, or you're starting to notice. Let's not say just starting to matter. You're starting to notice people that follow me, people that rock with me. You're starting to notice how I speak in your comment sections. I see it too. I told you I study. When I see Hold the Line, right? We know who made that popular. I make a lot of stuff popular. Why do you think I put it in my banner? I got to make sure I hold and claim what I come up with, or you people will steal it from me. Why do you think I came up with that AI channel? Who told you that? Why do you think the title is that? I feel niggas are going to try to steal that. You can't steal who told you that. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's cemented with my name. You steal little phrases and little things I come up with and label it as your own, and then try to make reference to it like, yeah, I said this last year. Yeah, after you watched my content. Yeah, nigga, you did say it last year after watching my content. But since I'm a nobody content creator, no one knows that you got it from me until now. Let people start going through my catalogs, bro. Let them go all the way back to King David the Chosen channel, my original channel, and start going through my catalogs. And they start seeing a bunch of stuff that their favorite content creators were saying. Wait till that shit starts happening. You think it's bad now? When they start going through my, oh, this nigga was saying this shit in 2022. This nigga was saying this shit in 2023. Oh, but you saying in 2024 and 2025. You came up with it. Fuck ass nigga. People get on my freaking nerves. Now you in my comment section bringing up women by name. Do you think that I normally get trolled and asked why am I using such and such as the thumbnail if blah 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 in a paragraph? Hey, listen, ladies. You're married. I told you I got celebrities that reach out to me, and the longer I keep my mouth shut, the more they talk to me. I don't talk to nobody. I don't tell nobody exactly who I'm talking about or whatever. You need to go on ahead and reach out to your boy if you want clarification. Don't troll me thinking that I get trolled and asked questions about specific people by name and then detail about what I said the previous night about thumbnails and married. Come on, bruh. You heard what I said. Did I stutter? Have I stopped using them in thumbnails? So you know what I said, right? You know this is what he's implying. What's the problem? I said what I said. I'm using them in my thumbnails. So what does that mean? Put two and two together. That's what it is. That's what it is in my mind. And you can't tell me otherwise because these women been watching me for years, bro. For years. They just got different names for niggas like me they've been watching. Like, there's a new kind of man out there. Look at when these people are talking about this new breed of dudes and how they describe them and see if it don't align with the things that I'm doing. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Where are you getting information from anyway? If you're married in a relationship, how would you know about a new breed of men? Your homegirls don't qualify for those men. They don't qualify for us. Your homegirls too ghetto like you are. Too busy making fun of men like us. Y'all the same ones to make fun of us for being too nerdy, too square. Man, the square motherfuckers are always the ones that come up with stuff, bro. You always come up with it. It's a shame. What happens is a lot of times women be having buyer's remorse. Ooh, uh-oh. Can I speak about this? They wouldn't settle down a little bit too young and early. And, for the most part, they've been able to get away with it thinking they got a good bargain. Now there's a new kind of man out here and they want a taste. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They like what they see. Yeah. Because men like me, we know what we're doing with our social media presence. We know what we're doing when we post certain things, when we go live. Women love the roller coaster. This guy is a schizophrenic and he's a... No, I'm calculated. I'm strategic. If I was such a hothead and all this and that, I would have been arrested by now, or would have blown some fingers off by now, or I would have gotten hurt. No, 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 no. I think it makes you feel better to think that I'm just stumbling into things and getting lucky. And it hurts feelings to think that this nigga might be blessed by God. And this is intentional the way and that's probably too scary for you. The reality is probably too scary for you. So this made up, he's naive. He's a cornball. He's a smoky, just smoking all the time, all these assumptions. Even if I was smoking all the time, why does my brain operate at a higher capacity than yours? How come I enunciate myself way clearer than you at any point in time? Even when you're trying your hardest to enunciate those words, bless your heart. You know, all the things that I got made fun of as a kid. Oh, you talk white. You talk proper. You those kind of niggas. Y'all those kind of niggas that used to make fun of niggas like me for talking the way we do. But see, my mother told me that you're going to be famous and world known, worldwide. You're going to enunciate your words and you're not going to come in my house speaking with slang or any other stupid ass shit. And that stuck with me as a child. So I don't care what you think is cool. I never change the way I speak and I never will. And now the way I speak is trending. Whether you niggas are trying to make fun of it by trying to over articulate and over characterize what I'm doing, making a caricature of whatever I'm saying. I see what you black ass niggas are doing. Y'all are just dumb and low IQ. I know what you males do. I see you on TikTok doing all the time, but it doesn't matter. I'm still getting you to upgrade your vocabulary and work on enunciation. I'm still winning, niggas. I'm still making you black bastards upgrade yourselves, whether you're mocking me to do it or not. That's normally how the niggas of the black community do things. You mock it, then you start doing it when it starts trending. But someone has to have the balls enough to not do other race. And I stand on that. Black Americans. So as much as you want to believe that we're, yo, hey, what's up, what's good? No, 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 no. Boy, I will eloquently talk your lady's draws off. You know what I'm saying? Eat it from the back. The hell are you talking about, man? Right? It makes you feel better, don't it? It made you, when you thought that you were getting over on an intelligent, attractive man, you thought you had some inside jokes, but you didn't know that he was understanding everything being said the whole time. He's just crashing out randomly. I just kept, over the years of trying to heal, I kept seeing what y'all were doing. And it took me a while to heal enough to where it's like, you know what? Wait till I get in position. I'm not in position yet. I got a lot of stuff going on in the background, but wait until I get in position. Hey, bitch ass nigga, bitch ass bitch. I'm in position. I'm in position. Oh, you thought you seen some pussy, right? Nah, man. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing, and I warned you. I warned you. I warned you the whole time. Lone wolf this. I'm a loner that. 2 tours to Iraq. No scratch. You know, divorced from a narcissist, and then got her stalking me, obsessed with me, trying to figure out how to get me back. I'm that dude. I warned you. I warned you. I appreciate you, fam. I warned you, and you played with it. So now that I'm healed and the money is looking real, oh, real good. Chef's kiss. Thank God. Most High Yah took care of that for me. And I got my plans on what country I'm going to, and the visas and everything are working out great. I'm in school right now, head of the game, took some extra classes, and I'm also taking, language classes. I have time. You kept thinking that you had something over me. You thought you were fooling somebody. No, I'm patient. I told you I transmute energy. I used to watch y'all sometimes. You know how David Goggins talk about he make a playlist of his enemies? I told y'all this before. I make a playlist of my enemies and go to the gym. I make a playlist of my enemies and do insanity. You think you're dropping subliminal shit? No, 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 no. I see everything. I know exactly what you're saying. Pussy ass nigga, pussy ass bitch. I know exactly what you're saying. And you're giving me free energy. And I use it. Why does he look so young? Because you niggas are giving me your energy. Why would I use my own? Why would I use my own? Oh, he's doing sorcery, and no, bro, I don't know nothing about no sorcery. You're projecting onto me. A lot of y'all, especially you American black chicks, y'all are whole witches, man. You do nothing but sorcery and witchcraft. I pray to the Most High Yah. I give everything to him, and I make sure that I do everything he wants me to do. I might slide a little bit and rant, whatever, but God gives me grace. I don't be having no consequences from it. You know what I mean? But there's something wrong with you people, man. There's something wrong with you people, right? There's a wicked principality on you. I look beyond you and I look at the energies that's running you. To have you looking like a puppeted fool online trying to come across a certain kind of way when really in real life, you just like the women that you talk about. Ooh. All a man got to do is listen to what you say, all the little condescending things that you do. Like, you just watch it. You can tell I'll tell you this. Not all the women that I be putting on my thumbnails I think are wicked. I think River TV, I think she's a straight real one. I do. That's one that I think she says what she means. She means what she say. She carry herself well. She don't be shading men. If she has something to say about men, she say it. She move on. She keeps it trucking. She's professional. She's done, I think, collab with Corey Holcomb. She's on her way up. She's moving in silence. I'm not talking about like a woman like that, right? She don't be throwing little innuendo. Listen to how she talk and listen to how some of your favorite other content creators talk, trying to be funny. She put it out there. She be saying some things that might be funny, but she ain't trying. But she is a Leo, so you know what I mean. And then she goes about her business. But these other people be doing too much. Like, some people be trying to imitate my humor, and it comes off whack. Some people be trying to imitate my humor while mocking me. It comes off whack. And again, if I'm just babbling nonsense to some crazy old man, what are you worried about it for? You know what I'm saying? I got tarot readers that throw shade at me daily. Ain't nobody for me to be worried about. I don't even block them. Ain't nothing. It's just crazy ass, overweight, dirty looking, pimply faced, malnourished looking people. Why they're already suffering. They're obsessed with watching me. They're in psychosis. They're in their own mental prison. So why would I let them rot there? If I'm that same kind of person, why would you be in my bro? Listen, I pay attention to everything. I've never had anybody defend anyone I've spoke about or could be implied I'm speaking about, defend them in my comment section without me mentioning their name. That's never happened. That lets me know that my voice means something. And I hurt some feelings yesterday. Good. The ego needed to be hurt. Tone down. Get back in your place as a woman. I don't care who you think you're married to. You're watching me. Mm-hmm. I don't care who you're dating. You're watching me. Don't think I ever forget that. When I go live and I only see 2 or 3 women jump in my TikTok live stream while I'm working out shirtless and they're tapping the screen, but I get off the live and I have 478 people that went through there, do you think that that's all dudes that are, checking out my physique to see how they compare? Or do you think that there's a lot of content creators? Okay, I'm gonna go even further. I'm not gonna tell you all my secrets or whatever, but I'm gonna go a little further. I know how algorithms work, bro. I made them. I know you want to believe, oh, I'm an engineer and I made algorithms, so I know how they work. I know when somebody's being suggested to me, I know what that means. Hell, some of these apps tell you, hey, you go here and hit the share, and it tells you who are your biggest fans. I do all that stuff. Let's say I'm scrolling through my TikTok feed. Most of my content I check out on TikTok is funny, humorous stuff. Look at the stuff I post. Leo stuff. Well, why am I having dating coaches that I blocked on YouTube last year popping up in my TikTok feed? Why? These algorithms know when someone's doing a lot of research on you or watching you a lot, and they will suggest them to you and put them in your face like you must know this person because they watch your content. That's what that stuff means when it pop up. It's something that you don't even be regularly watching. I don't watch dating relationship stuff on TikTok. I do that on YouTube when I'm watching long form content. I don't want to see a snippet of some great live stream you had. I want to see the whole fucking thing. I don't have a short attention span. I love going in depth and watching longer kind of content creators. I don't want your snippets. I want the whole, what I'm saying, video where you're going in and everything else you were saying. I don't watch y'all on there. Why are you popping up in my feed? Why are you? I'm not going to tell you which ones individually, but I know who they are because they're dating coaches on YouTube. Some of these people, you've seen them in my videos when I'm reacting and stuff like that. So I put 2 and 2 together, right? Because I stopped really reacting. If you haven't noticed, I haven't done reactions that much. I kind of stepped away from it because I feel people pulling on my energy. A lot of people be copying and using me to motivate them, and they start pulling on my energy. When I start feeling it, and then I step away. I'm gonna let you fall on your face because you're acting like you're not using me to come up with the content that you are. So I step back and let you fall on your face, so everybody can see. When I step back, all the rest of y'all slow down from your content creation, right? Because the originator, the muse, is not putting out content for you to be able to feed off of it. I told you that I'm gonna cut off the supply. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut off the supply. I heard some content creator on TikTok, some reader said you're the plug. You're the plug. You decided to just stop, having your supply. Yeah, man. Y'all need to go ahead and detox for a little bit. And that's all that it is. I just want you women to know it ain't nothing else because I can't stop you from doing it. It ain't nothing else but to let you know that I see you and I'm in certain my dominance. That's all that I'm doing. Every guy that's dominant don't do it in a yelling way. No, I'm doing it in an energetic way. I'm going live on 4 YouTube channels. I'm telling you what it is, what it's gonna be, and what you've been doing. I'm reading you like a book. I'm telling you what you've been doing the past few years that you thought was going unnoticed. Well, surprise, surprise. I knew the whole time, not just now, the whole time. And I had to patiently wait until God said, now, let them know about themselves. It's time. It's time, right? It's time. So don't get offended by what I say. You're the one that decided to build this relationship with me that I didn't ask for. You're secretly competing with me. You're secretly liking what you see and finding me attractive. You're secretly getting bothered by the things I say, and I'm a total stranger. So don't sit here and act like I don't know what I'm talking about. No one made you develop this weird ass relationship with me, and so now that everything I says it resonates with you, and you're thinking about it into the wee hours of the night. Yeah, the camera's not on right now because I'm not in a good mood. I don't go off of moods, but I'm transmuting energy right now. I'm thinking about all the shade, all the times you thought you stole my words, all the times you thought you hijacked my destiny by taking things that I brought up and then claiming as if you came up with them. I was the first one to say this back in. No, you weren't. You said it after I said it. Okay? I'm thinking about that, transmuting it, and I'm putting all that energy into my videos, man. So since I have nonstop energy, thanks to you haters, and now that I know I have your ear, because again, we're playing chess here, man. I know y'all hate that kind of analogy, but that's what it is. You know, y'all chew on the checkerboard, and I'm playing chess. So I have to see who's watching. How diligently are you watching me? How often are you watching me? If I get immediate response, that means you're one of the people that watch me as soon as I go live. I'm not the person to play with. I know how to put things together. I know how to use my surroundings. See, the whole thing about the devil and the way y'all move is you move in a way to where people can clearly see you. And if somebody tries to call you out, they can come across crazy because if they can't articulate it right, you know, to other people as to what they're seeing, then you guys get to get away with it and then call them whatever you want, right? But when someone can articulate what they're seeing better than you can articulate the shade you're throwing, they're a problem. They're a problem. It sounds like they're talking directly to you, like they're sitting right next to you while you're doing these devious things, taking notes. Yeah, it's reckoning time. Do you understand me? It's reckoning time. You know, I'm taking your energy and I'm going to do something with it better than you can. Again, I'm not your husband. I'm not your boyfriend. I don't pay none of your bills. Well, you steal my content and you make money off of that. But again, I don't pay none of your bills directly. What I say shouldn't mean nothing to you. I'm telling you right now, I'm smarter than you people. Don't jump in my comment section trying to troll me about an individual content creator that I did not mention by name. And you do know that other people use these content creators in their thumbnails and in their videos. I only use them in my thumbnails. I ain't even reacting to their stuff, right? They do reaction videos, so I give them that. Some of these people I've reposted on my TikTok. They've had good messages and I've reposted on my TikTok. I'm not using them for clout, right? Sometimes I did do it, didn't know the video was gonna go viral, but I did do it to let them know that I'm watching them, that I know they're watching me. I just do stuff, man. Like, don't ask me why I do these. I just do. I know how to manipulate people. That's why I do my best not to do it. You know, I'm really good at it, and I don't like doing it. But when you're a wicked person, I'm gonna give it to you. Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna play so many mind games, you might go insane. Especially if you're watching me every day. What does he mean by that? What? You might be asking your girls like, look at this nigga saying. What is he really saying? You know, trying to figure out whatever. I'll be messing your head up and then not even thinking twice about it. Going and getting some ice cream with my son right after. You know what I mean? You got to be better than this, man. Let's talk about it, right? Because you're in here trolling and you want to be seen. So, what do you mean and how do you feel that your perspective is valid enough for people to feel like anything's nonsense? Like, what are you doing here if whatever you're watching is nonsense? If you feel like whatever's being said and whatever's being done is nonsense, why are you watching it? And then while watching it, why do you feel like you need to tell people how you think that it's nonsense? What are you doing watching nonsense? Don't you have better things to be doing? If I'm talking about it, obviously it's not nonsense to me. If people are watching it to include your low IQ, slow self, it might not be nonsense. So what are you really doing? And why is your picture not on your avatar there? Why are you hiding your face? See, cowardly behavior gets called out. You can say what you want in the comment section, but just know, yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna post your comment, but I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Are you crazy? You think that you get this free conversation with an attractive guy? Are you insane? You know what I mean? I said what I just said to you. That's all that there is. Continue to leave comments, and I will post them, but I'm not reading anything else that you're saying. Yeah, I'm busy. You're not going to knock me off of what I'm talking about. And I don't care what you're saying. But I do want you to keep posting because it works for the algorithm. So don't let me stop you from posting. I'm just telling you that what you say means absolutely nothing to me. But yeah, y'all females, man, y'all gotta really chill out. Y'all gotta y'all gotta really chill out. You gotta make sure that when you're getting frustrated or you're studying these men that you like, you do a better job. You do a better job at concealing it. Again, all this stuff and commentary, it doesn't matter what you people think. These are my perspectives and I'm minding my business. Legally, I haven't said nothing about anybody directly. So a lot of what you're doing is assumption anyway. So you can't really legally come this way if that's the route these people might want to take. I ain't really said nothing directly about them. I'm just telling the truth without saying their name, and it's hitting home. You know, it's bruising the ego. It's got them in their feelings, right? Because I studied psychology. I was in the military. I've done this, right? I've done this. So I can really mess you up. That's why I keep telling you, leave it alone. Get lost over here. You know what I'm saying? Getting lost over here. Hold on, friend. I'm trying to get your comments up. I'm trying to talk at the same time. Give me a chance to get it up. I know you want to be seen, but I am walking and trying to have a conversation with people that are here, what I'm saying, to listen and learn and see what's going on, not troll and try to distract and project and also play in my energy like I know you, like we're friends. Like it's okay for you to be sitting here talking to me and no, stop playing in my energy, stranger. I don't know you. I don't care what you think. You know what I mean? But continue to keep leaving comments, right? For the algorithm. I hope you're not so petty that you didn't hit the like button on the way in since you have so much to say. But yeah, again, don't trigger yourselves. Don't hurt your feelings by what I say. You have significant others, so it shouldn't matter to you. I'm going to continue to say what I have observed. It's not going to stop. So if you've already been triggered, you're going to be triggered even more. And I'm telling you, save your time. It doesn't matter to me what you're saying in my comment section. It doesn't matter to me what shade you throw in your videos. I don't watch your videos. Well, for one, I don't have the time because I'm really, in this space where I'm being super productive and I'm only allotting a certain amount of time for certain things. So I don't have the space for it. I don't have the bandwidth. You know what I mean? But other than that, your content ain't really nothing. Y'all ain't really doing nothing groundbreaking, and you're not really, getting global or going global. So it's like, well, whatever. I ain't missing on nothing. So I don't watch your content. You can't throw shade that way. If you want to jump in my comment section, you can. But I'm just going to take the information said and analyze it in a different kind of way than you're thinking. So, just know that, okay? But if you think I'm gonna waste my time studying married women that get wet from me and then go and smash their husbands, man, are you crazy? I'm not doing that. As big as the regular woman's ego is, right? The married woman is even worse. No, I ain't gonna waste none of my time with that. Right? They ain't got nothing else better to do. I ain't got no time. No. I will throw shade from what I have observed so far. But as far as anything, nah, I'm done. I don't watch any of that shit. I'm too busy. I'm building, man. I got some good stuff going on. I don't have no time to watch any of that shit. And now I got a good system set up to where I ain't got to pre-watch any reaction videos and their clips pop up. I have a way to make sure that only certain clips pop up by the way that I do my reaction videos. So I ain't even got to really worry about seeing them people no more at all in any kind of way. It is what it is. I moved on, man. I got bigger and better things to be doing. I'm growing over here. So if you people are getting offended by what I say, that's the consequence to never telling anyone that you watch their content. So I have no respect for you. I have no respect for you, your opinions, your families, your coworkers, your fellow niche content creators that'll have your back. I have no respect for none of y'all. None of you going to do anything in real life. And I can speak better than you and I can talk more shit than you at a faster rate. So there's nothing for me to be worried about. So when I have I'm a Leo, okay? So make fun of that all you want to, but listen to what I'm telling you. When I have no respect for you, and I've given you chance after chance to back off and you don't, it's done. It's over. You're cooked. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. You're going to be forced to stop watching my content. I'm not going to stop throwing into windows. I'm not going to stop throwing shade. I'm not going to stop having you thinking about stuff that you probably shouldn't be thinking about. I'm not going to stop. So, this is, like I said, a consequence of taking things for granted, doing too much when you should be finding other things to do, and not doing the right thing. When God gives you a blessing of someone or something that can inspire you on a regular basis, whatever you do with that inspiration is on you. But if you spit in the face, you know what I'm saying, without even ever acting like you've ever noticed that person, right? Then that person's going to take it like, well, then you must not be watching. And they're going to probably start speaking in a way as if you're not. And now you're getting offended. Now you're getting offended. You people were supposedly not watching me at all. I go off talking about content creators specifically, and I'm getting all these troll comments. You people were supposedly not watching me at all. What does it matter what I'm babbling about over here, right? What do you care for? You're not watching me at all. I'm just a goofy fool, right? You don't watch anything that I post. Come on, little old me. You're not fooling no one. You're not fooling no one. Here's what it is. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I've done enough research. Y'all been watching me for a couple of years. I've been watching you for a couple of years. The fuck you talking about? I've done enough research to where I know exactly what I see. You've been consistent enough to give me the data that I need. And I'm moving on that. And I'm going to keep going off of what I've seen, making these videos, speaking in a way. And I guarantee I'm going to keep getting more goofies in my content, my comment section. Because if I don't react to the things that you're throwing shade from your channel, because I don't watch it, then you know that I'm not watching your shit. So now you got to come and bring it directly to me. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to come directly to my channel. Come to your king. Come to your king. I don't go to these peasant channels, you know what I'm saying, looking to see how y'all are responding to what I'm saying. I don't give a damn. If I did, why would I say it? I've already decided you people mean absolutely nothing to me. I've already decided it. And once you're at that point in my life, because y'all don't seem to understand, when you're on my shit list, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm going to talk about whatever I've noticed about your fuck ass. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't never going to stop. It ain't never going to stop. Why always be, I'm talking about, fuck you. You should have said what you said, needed to say to me. Let somebody know in some type of way, hey, listen, I appreciate what you do, or I see you, or whatever. Don't continue to watch and steal, and you think I'm just going to walk away from that? Man, nah, ho. No, no. You're going to get this business. I'm going to talk to you the way that y'all needed to be talked to a long time ago. And you can retaliate in your channels. What does it matter? Y'all can click up together and do whatever you feel like you need to make yourselves feel better. Click up on these little panels y'all be doing, right? You know what I'm saying? Get yourselves on like a little P for Anton panel and have inside jokes or whatever the hell. Who gives a damn? Nobody watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have none of that shit, bro. Y'all people are negative as hell. You're not growing. You're feeding off the division between men and women. You're not giving solutions. You're just whining. You're complaining. You're getting online and venting about things that you've been wanting to say to certain people, but you can't say it to them. So you get on your panel and just run your mouth. You people, man, I have no respect for you. You're not growing. You're not helping anything. So it's time to cook you and go about my business. Take it however you want to take it. Who cares? People have been throwing shade for quite some time, and it shouldn't even matter to you. It just sucks when you know that the person that you've been throwing shade at, copying, stealing ideas from, stealing thumbnail ideas, stealing cadences, stealing titles, stealing different things I've said and whatnot. It sucks when he knows what's being done. You don't want to know. That's why you do it in secret instead of, hey, bro, I see what you're doing, man. Hey, how you do such and such? Right? You don't want me to know that. The ego is wild. You don't want me to know how dope I am, but you can't stop stealing the dopeness. You can't stop. You're addicted while trying to tell me I ain't who I am. Man, come on. Y'all don't even get any good demons, man. Y'all got low IQ demons. Like the demons, the principalities that are possessing y'all are the lowest of the low level. You ain't even got like high level demons with you. They have y'all doing the most dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a higher level demon be like, well, I might not want to burn a bridge, or maybe, let me reach out, let him know like I see him a little bit or whatever, right? Because I'm stealing his content. Maybe he notices that or whatever. Maybe eventually he might end up being somebody. It don't really matter what you project onto me and wish and hope and pray to your gods for. It ain't gonna stop what the Most High Yah got planned for me or anyone else, and we ain't worried about it. If what you perceive to be me being slowed down, no, that means that God is putting the final touches on the preparation. You can perceive whatever you want. See, that's the one of the greatest blessings that God gave me is that divine perspective. You can see whatever you want, and you can say whatever you want. That has nothing to do with me. It's none of my business. You can project onto me whatever you think's going on, but you don't know me and you have not reached out to me to find out anything. So that shows that you're a coward and that you're a wicked person that wants to go off assumptions instead of finding out facts. So I have no respect for you. I have no respect for you. Okay? And you will get talked to as such because that's the way you deserve to be talked to. You're a low level, low vibrational piece of shit. It don't matter what the worldly things you've acquired. Now, this is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And I am wealthy in the spiritual, and you know that. So take your knee, take a bow, go sit down somewhere before I cook your asses up and have you in all kind of disarray with your husband and not knowing what to do with yourself or your long-term boyfriend or whatever your situations are. So take a knee. I don't give a damn what you think. I don't care about your earthly clout and money. Your spirits are weak. That's why you got to come over here and leech off of my, you know what I'm saying, high vibrational, strong spirit, you know, because you're weak. You're weak. But anyway, y'all, man, you know what I mean? I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go handle my business, you know, take care of what needs to be taken care of, finish up my workout, right? I'm trying to bring y'all in. And this is the easy way for me to do that without having a, you know, I have everything together, ready for my lives. I don't go live unless I got everything right. So if I'm working out or something like that, I'm going to go ahead and go live while I'm in workout gear and the camera won't be on. But like I said earlier, man, y'all go and check out that new video on my new channel. Who told you that? It's pretty balanced and it's only like 13, 14 minutes. It ain't gonna be too much of your time. It ain't gonna be too much of your time. Okay. And I'll try to have videos over there that I'm not, you know, showing on my regular reaction channel. So it's gonna be different content over there, and it's definitely gonna be high quality. Sometimes the videos I watch, due to it streaming, the quality ain't that great, but over there, 4K. Okay, 4K monotone. Put the phone down and let it rock. You know, got a little background music again in advance. I'm apologize for the music being loud in the last video. I thought I turned it down more than I did, but after, you know, it's already going through being rendered, and I'm not going to go back in there and do it again. So just let the music play, listen the best way you can, and the next one, know that it will be softer in the background. Okay, not here to drown you out with background music. Okay, but yeah, I'm going to continue to spit the truth. Like now that I know that I triggered some people directly, I mean, I didn't expect to see that in my comment section. It's like, what's multiple comments about content creators? I didn't even say nobody's name. I ain't say nobody's name. What are you doing? What are you doing? I ain't say nobody's name. Why are you taking it that far? Y'all wow, man. Y'all wow. You know, I see how much you care. And I felt like this before because I've taken some shots at married women that are content creators that talk too much. And I swear after I said what I said, this woman changed her whole way of doing her content. Right? Changed their whole way of it. But yeah, y'all, get up out of here before this rain come down. But you guys smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. What are you waiting for? I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Now, if you guys want to keep trolling me in the comment section, talking about, you know, what you're trying to make it seem you're talking about your favorite content creator, why would you do that anyway? I never mentioned a name. And for you to get in my comment section and say something like, why you got this person in your thumbnail and you're talking about this and that and you're using them for, listen, man, like for you to get that bothered by my little channel when you will have full out huge channels taking direct jabs at you people, right? This person I'm talking about, the woman and the husband, what's this woman name? She be talking a lot of shit towards my archetype too, but I ain't even gonna take it personal. She's married, so that's her husband's problem. It's like Ados or Anos and I forgot what her name is, but it's like an Asian lady and a black dude. They got into it. And talking about the video that Danica was talking about, but she was going in on how that woman was speaking. Do you go to her comment section and do the same thing? And she's actually using the woman directly in the video. Man, I have a woman on my thumbnail and y'all over here asking me about her and all this other shit. Woman ain't important enough in my life for all that kind of stuff. Don't come to me asking me questions about married women I have nothing to do with. As important as she is in your life, who the hell is she to me? Who the hell is she to me? The same way they use me for ideas for content, I use them for thumbnails. What the fuck? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? They use me for content ideas and I get my money back by using them on my thumbnails. What are you talking about? What are you saying? What are we doing here? No, you don't get to come over here and steal from me. No, I'm going to take from you. You want to use my words, I'll use your face. What's the problem? What the hell? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here, man? Y'all be talking too much online. Like, you don't let you steal my ideas, watch you do it, and not get some money back from it? Please. You crazy? Y'all crazy. And again, I'm not talking about every woman that be in my thumbnails either. See, it's hard for you to pin me down or to put some accusation on me. I think about stuff before I do it. I think about all the counters you can try to do against it. I haven't mentioned anybody by name directly last night about what I was saying. Now, I alluded to some things, but I never said no one by name. I said that these women are also women I use in my thumbnails. I never said it was all the women in my thumbnails. I never said that. Some of those women in my thumbnails are IG models, are not even like content creators like that. All right. Some of them are on Instagram and they don't even really post date and relationship stuff that often. They just do it every now and again. So how could I be talking about those women? You're feeling guilty because you know what's up. You know what I'm saying. And whatever you think that I'm saying to you, I am. I am. Okay. But it's not nothing you can really prove in court. It's not nothing you can really prove in front of anyone. Kind of like the way y'all were sneaking around throwing shade at me. Nothing I could tangibly prove, but no. How does it feel to get a taste of your own medicine? You can't prove it to no one, but you know I'm talking about y'all. You can't really come after me because I haven't said your name. But you know that I'm talking about you and I'm using you to make points and make content. How does it feel to get your energy near to you? And you're not woman enough or man enough to do what I do and call it out, regardless of how people feel. Now, when you do call it out and you say my name, say it loud and proud, because at that point forward, we have a certain kind of frenemy relationship till the end of time. I would never stop coming after you. Do you hear me? No matter how popular I get or don't get, if I fall off tomorrow, there will still be content where I'm throwing shade towards your fuck ass. If I blow up and become super famous, I'm going to be throwing shade at you like 50 Cent. Why is he still throwing shade at these little ass content creators and he a superstar? They shouldn't have fucked with him. They must have done too much. They must have done too much. I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep throwing petty shots. Why do you think I'm so reserved and I hold back? Because I know how petty I am, bro. You're not going to play with me and get away with it. You're not going to play with me and get away with it. You thought I was being soft. I was being kind. I don't let shit go. Fuck you talking about? I don't let shit go. I got some stuff, man, that if I get popular enough and some of you content creators come towards me, you remember when Michael B. Jordan was talking to that one interviewer and she went to high school with him and she was like acting like nothing happened, like, hey, and he was like, hey, you remember me from high school? You remember? That's how I am with y'all. If you ever approach me after this or I get popular enough and you try to think that I don't know you was throwing shade, I'm going to bring up the year you threw the shade. What did you mean this year when you were dropping content like blah, 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 blah? What'd you mean by that? Oh, no, I was just, really? Oh, no, in this video, you seem like you're gonna be sitting there in my face trying to figure out how you're gonna lie your way out of it. No, I just stay away from me. Leave me alone. Probably be best for you to stop watching my content. You ain't helping me. You're not. sharing my videos. You're not mentioning me as a content creator. You're not doing nothing for me. I don't owe you anything. I don't have allegiance to you people because you have a bigger platform than me. I don't give a damn about none of that. What are you talking about? I'll tell you what. You go out in public and I go out in public and let's see who gets the most attention. No, fuck your internet cloud. You niggas think that y'all got it like that, and you hoes think that y'all pretty like that. We both go out in public and see who, you know what I'm saying, has more people drawn to them, wanting attention from them. Because none of y'all are really known globally like that. So it would be basically two people based off of aura who people would be more drawn to. So we both out there speaking. Who's going to have more people drawn to them? Think about that. If we were both speaking the content that we speak in real life next to each other in the street, trying to draw in a crowd, who do you think would draw in more people? Who would draw in more of a well-rounded, diverse group of people? And who would draw in hood rats and hood niggas? We're not the same. We're not the same. And you think your online videos and persona and character means it's all digital ones and zeros, wire. It means nothing, man. It means nothing. I really deeply believe a lot of y'all are socially awkward, and I really don't see you interacting with people out in public at all. You'll see even random people run up on me sometimes when I'm talking to them. Never see that with y'all. Never see you in a public setting, and I don't think you know how to interact with people. The soft skills aren't there, right? Like I never see y'all doing anything that requires soft skills or people skills. You're just online running your mouth in this character that you've come up with that looks good to your followers. That's all. Like you're not doing any content, vlogging, out and about, going into places, speaking to people. You don't have that same level of charisma because you're faking it online. You're really just wicked, mean people that are faking that you're something other than that online. You're not nice like that. Some of the stuff y'all say in your videos prove it. Like I can just listen to you and the shade you throw and little things you say and the backhanded things and the extra information. I'm gonna tell you something. If you're a grown woman and you're married in a relationship, what could you possibly have negative to say about men going overseas that aren't even talking shit about your group of women that you are a part of? What could you possibly have to say? Why would it bother you at all? It's so weird to me that you try to come across like you're all about the men, and I try to warn these women, and I'm trying to help these men's. And are you? Are you? Because it just seems like to me, you get online, crack jokes, throw a little shade, talk too much, and tell what you think about shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. That's what it seems like to me. You're not single. You're not a traveler. So what in the hell would a married woman that is based and stationed in the States, what would she care about men going overseas? Because even though she's married, her stinking ass still thinks like she's part of the sisterhood. And it bothers her to see men going their own way, going overseas and having different options because her mindset is still that of a single woman, that of a strong black woman. And seeing your black ass have options, which for some reason with these black women, they think because we're exploring our options, we're making them look like they're bad. What the hell are you talking about? It has nothing to do with you. But the black woman makes everything that black men do about her. Even if they're married, put away, and online making content with their man. Their man can be making content too. Their man could be a content creator, and she could be a content creator, and she don't even put her man on like that. Her man should be sitting right next to her, regardless if he's a little more socially awkward. If he's out there working, I don't care if he's talking more on the hotep type stuff. You should be supporting your man, having him right there next to you, showing everybody, hey, I'm proud of this nigga, and me and him we gonna rise together. Not off my back so I can throw it in his face later. Understand what I'm saying to you, brothers? If you're married to some of these content creators, they're going to throw it in your face if they're not already. If their following is bigger than yours, they're going to throw it in your face. And you know it. You need to be on that platform with that motherfucker. and if it don't take off, then it don't take off. But they don't need to be thinking that your wife is somebody to just be looking at where the husband at. Nigga need to be right there. Her titties out, you need to be over there with your chest out, my boy. Right? She got on something skin tight. You need to be having something on skin tight, my boy. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just being honest with it, man. You watching me? I know what you're watching me for. And it's easy for you content creators to play it off by saying, oh, he's a goofy. He's a smoky. I'm just doing my research. Why? Why? Why are you worried about men going overseas? There is a very, very, very small subset of men. I'm riding the algorithm. Why don't you make another wave? Right? I'm sure women are tired of hearing about men going overseas. Why don't you make another wave? No, you're going to keep talking about what you want to talk about because the men that are going overseas are men you find attractive. The men that are going overseas, despite what you throw shade towards, because we all know women pick on the men they find attractive. Come on, man. What did Dr. Shazad Ali say? Didn't she say y'all don't mature past the age of like 14 or 15 or something mentally? You pick on the men you find attractive. The ones you don't find attractive, you don't even see them. You don't even see them. So why all of a sudden? Because it used to be a passing joke with the passport bros. Now it's a serious thing. I mean, we'll have niggas talking about, how the West is affecting other countries and how you as a passport bro going to have to eventually deal with the same kind of systems and the feminist movement like you're dealing with in the States. And it's like, well, what are you telling me that for? I'm going over there with the hopes of finding something different. And even if they do eventually end up that way, they're not already there like America is, right? Like, even if they're touting some feminist ideology and wanting to be girl bosses, they're still not majoritarily overweight, right? Like, I don't think nothing's come out about them being, what I'm saying, overwhelmed with single mothers. Like, it's just a ton of single mothers that feel like they deserve the most elite men that even women without kids would want. And there's no one to tell them they don't qualify. So they all feel that they qualify. And when that guy says things that they don't want to hear, oh, he's enemy number one. Oh, we hate him. We hate him. We hate him. That's why I keep telling you guys, if you're ugly or medium ugly and you're online, oh, your channel will take off to the top. You won't have women trolling you until you get big and they realize that your voice has impact on other men. Until then, you're literally able to move in silence and work your way. You'll build your following off of men and women that want to watch you, and not women that found you attractive. And then based off how you speak, want to call you arrogant, cocky, when no one's making them watch you. You're not forcing your presence on them whatsoever, but they won't stop watching. You're doing nothing to force your presence on them. You don't live in the same city. You don't DM no one. You're not using them in your reaction videos, talking directly counter to what they're saying. You might use some thumbnails or some things like that, but who cares? You're doing nothing to them. What is really triggering this? There's people out there making videos reacting to these people, talking crap about what they're saying, but those people are not attractive enough for that woman, this content creator, or these content creators to feel like they're worth getting at, correcting, trying to tell them about themselves. Come on, man. That don't even make any sense. It don't make any sense, but it's good to know that more of you are watching me than I thought, and you're watching me diligently as soon as I go live, which is what I thought. That's why there'd be so many people in there not hitting the like button. See, you do stuff in the dark, but God's going to shed light on it. You wonder why you don't look really good at all without makeup, because you're a wicked person. You're a wicked person, right? And you feel some type of way because I just wash my face and I'm good to go. You got to put all that shit on your face and still put a filter on, get the lighting right and the right wig and lashes and everything else for you to look, average at best. Shout out to KS, RIP. So we're not going to do this, okay? We're not going to do this. We're not going to sit here and make it seem like it's happenstance, coincidence, and no. Everything happens for a reason. Everything's happening from somebody. You just have to try to figure out who it is that it's coming from. That's it. Again, supposedly, the way you content creators been moving, I'm a nobody, nothing, who is a Pookie, a Brokey, a Smokey, and all the other goofy, dumbass terminologies that you come up with to make yourself feel better, right? That you can just cast the judgment on it. What is a Pookie, by definition? What's a dusty by definition? What's a smoky by definition? It's crazy to me how some of y'all smoke and you're trying to talk shit about smokers. You're so fake. It's crazy. Whole smokers trying to act like they don't smoke. Why would you think that no one can tell that you smoke? You look like a smoker. It would be something that somebody would be, I'm surprised if they didn't smoke, right? It surprises people that I do smoke occasionally because the way I talk and enunciate and move, right? You people like you smoke every day. You smoke before you live stream, smoke after, and then get on live and be like, yeah, you got these smoke ass out here. Get the fuck out of here. You married one, nigga. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. You're always projecting. Shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Out of everything that you could have said, right? People that look like they smoke all the time, talking about, you don't hear me talking about smokers, bro. I barely talk about drinkers. I don't drink at all. But you ain't gonna hear me talk about something that I do. That's stupid. That'd be fake, right? Whether I don't do it that often or whatever anymore, don't matter. I have, and sometimes I will. So to sit there and try to throw shade, it's just goofy people, man. Y'all are so goofy. You're so goofy. I can't help but do this. Like I want to leave you alone, but you're so goofy. It's when you start thinking you're smart. When I like, oh, whoa, hold up now. I let you be goofy, but now you think you're smart. Calm down. Calm. Who told you that? Calm down. You know, you're watching me so long. Trust me, it happens, man. I have people around me, you know, like exes that be around me so long, they think that the magic happening around them is them. It happens all the time. I'm so humble with it that you'll start thinking that it's you and you'll start throwing shade my way. It ain't. Trust me. When I leave your lives, you'll feel it. You know, I won't feel anything. You know what I'm saying? I won't feel anything when you leave mine. Trust me. Trust me. So again, ladies, you feel like you want to feel, I don't care. All right. I've, given you enough time to get yourselves together with all the watching that you do of me. You won't hear me talking about any foreign women because I've had nothing but good interactions with foreign women. I plan on having good interactions with foreign women. So when I'm talking about these crazy women, I'm talking about women in the United States. If you're foreign from any foreign country, I don't give a damn if you're married. I don't care if you have kids. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about American women. I'm talking about American women. And a lot of times, more specifically, American black women. I don't give a damn about what no Becky's talking about anyway, so why would I be talking about her? I don't even understand how these white women can sit here and say something to me and they're whole descendants of slave masters. And the white woman was the worst slave master. So I don't care what you have to say, Becky. I don't. You probably still have some slave memorabilia somewhere in the attic or basement of one of your family members. What the hell would I listen to one of these crazy ass women for? They always got something to say. Weird ass females get handed everything. The biggest users of DEI, and they're still online talking about all men. They are freaking crazy. I'm talking about American white women, by the way. We're talking about Becky's. When you say Becky, or Karen, these are archetypes of the American white woman. So if you're white and you're in another country, I'm not talking about you. I have to do this. I'm moving over there. I'm not burning bridges with women I've never met. Come on, y'all. I don't want none of those foreign women think hey, listen, I love all y'all. Hey, lady, you foreign, I love all y'all. And we got a clean slate. I'll be approaching y'all. You ain't got to worry about approaching me and no. If I think you're pretty, I'm going to approach you. We got a clean slate. I got history with these American people. These American women, I got 40 years of history with them. You know what I mean? We done been through all kind of stuff back and forth, and I've tried to let things go, but they just don't seem to get it. And it's now that time where the Negroes that they thought were goofy and nerdy in school and stuff, but not no more, to go ahead and do what we have to do. And for you fellas that have dealt with that, don't forget none of that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. You like the kind of black guy that likes white women. All that stupid stuff that they say, know that that is projection, and they're trying to eliminate themselves because they know they don't qualify for you. So they'll just put some kind of tags on you or whatever, right? Trust me, these same women be looking at you up and down and wishing that you be with them too. They don't know how to really articulate that they feel like you're outside of their league. So, but when we're younger, we don't know how to, take that, articulate it, how to think about it, but as you get older, you start seeing. And again, I'm not saying that this is all American black women, but again, they love making fun of us until making fun of us ain't the cool thing no more. And we really step into ourselves. And it's like, oh, shit. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it was real fun. It was real funny and everything, and it ain't so much anymore. And again, we're over here just chopping it up. I'm chopping up my soul tribe. This is what these channels are for. We're being authentic. We're talking about the things that others don't want to speak of. We're talking about bullying. We're talking about gang stalking. We're talking about digital bullying, digital gang stalking. We're talking about people that have become obsessed with social media and the ability that you get with social media to be in proximity of people that you would otherwise never qualify for in real life, and how that affects their mentality. Because I know a lot of you females I've seen throwing shade towards me, not only would I not look in your direction if we're out in public, if I were to look in your direction, I more than likely would just kind of like, shrink back from the way your face looks and try to go in a different direction. You're not supposed to have proximity to me. That's why I have to limit the time I'm online, limit who I interact with in my comment sections, because you people are nobody and you're fans. Fans have never supposed to be listened to by whoever they're fanning off of. Soul Tribe, right? Your family that you build online, of course. That's your brothers and your sisters. But fans, the haters that can't stop watching you, the person that'll be fanboying or fangirling and then turn around and be stanboying or stangirling, no, we're not doing that. You're not supposed to have proximity to me. And that goes for people that feel like they need to tell you about yourself without knowing you, that want to give you constructive. I'm talking to you females directly. Listen to me carefully, prophetic word, and you Bible thumpers. If I don't want your raggedy ass advice that I don't know where it's coming from, don't sit there and say things like, well, these people are turning down, good advice. Your constructive criticism is hate. It's not based. I don't know you. You don't know me. So you feel like you have some way to correct me or tell me how to get back in alignment with God makes no sense to me, because I know God tells you not to gossip. And then I'll look at some of you females and you're overweight. And I know God also says not to be gluttonous. So you're sinning every day, but then you can notice my sins, but you don't notice your own. You're putting no effort in becoming thinner. You're putting no effort into minding your business. So you're supposed to be able to run around and just babble whatever, but it's because you feel like you're anointed by God. God didn't tell me that. You can tell yourself that. I ain't seeing nothing on you that reminds me of God. Nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, everything you say comes from a dark place. So then I want to ask you, what God are you talking about? Are you talking about the most high Yah? What are we talking about here? I don't want to hear what you have to say. So listen carefully to you prophetic word, preacher women, these guys, if you just listen to what we're saying, and you're not helping no one. I have my own connection with God. I don't need you to middleman. At that point, with you middlemaning, I feel like you're playing God. And I don't know where your constructive criticism is coming from. I don't know where it's coming from, a hurt place, from your previous relationships, from your childhood and patterns you've noticed. And you feel like, if I would just be a certain way, then it'd make me better. But really, you're just speaking about your traumas you haven't healed from. I don't want to hear it. Don't want you praying for me either. Don't know who you praying for or praying to. To have no idea who you praying to. So that's for y'all preacher chicks, prophetic word chicks, whatever you call it, the prophets. I notice a lot of y'all want to force your perspective on people. And when they don't want to hear it, you start talking about fire and brimstone. Well, they're going to come under the, who does that? Who gives people advice, and when they don't want it, right, and they call you out on it, then you're watching them to see what bad things happen to them after they didn't take your advice, and you think that you're a messenger of God. Y'all do this all the time. I hear you chubby prophetic word chicks doing this stuff all the time, right? Oh, don't worry, they didn't want to take your advice, but everything you warned them about, they're going through it. Who are you to monitor someone that didn't want your raggedy stinking ass advice? And then your perspective of the process that God has them going through is that they're going through things that they're getting karma for because they didn't listen to you. How does that make any sense, Sway? Oh, you're God now. This is why y'all don't have a man. You talk too much. You want to make it seem like you know more than everyone else. You want to sit here and get triggered by men that are walking with God, and then you want to be able to critique them and tell, no, no, no. You really just want access, but you don't want to get access humbly. Let's really break it down. And you know I would never accept your kind of character because you tell people all the time what they need to do. If I watch your content, you talking about y'all need to do this and y'all need to, I don't need to do nothing but stay black and die. That's all I need to do. You talk like you were never raised around men. You were never raised around how to speak to men or speak in the proximity of men. Men don't like being told what to do. Men don't like you moving in an authoritative type of position around them. Who are you as a woman to tell me what I need to be doing or what you have noticed? And you're not in my life. And I asked for your counsel. You're an arrogant piece of shit. Jezebel is what you are. That's what you are. And you can cloak it behind whatever you want to. Your lifestyle will prove me right. You'll definitely be a single mother, and you'll 9 times out of 10 be overweight. And I don't need to go in depth on anything else because those are things that disqualify you enough right there. So how are you going to tell me anything and you can't keep your legs closed and you can't keep the food out of your mouth? But you're saying some eloquent words with some music behind it, with makeup on and filters, and I'm supposed to feel some type of way. No, I'm looking at you. I ain't listening to what you're saying. I'm looking at you. Anyone can regurgitate anything. Monkey see, monkey do. Come on now. Do better. Anyway, I got work to do, man. Time be flying, but man, be flying. That's why I gotta stick to my schedules, man. I'll let not an hour get missed. But I can chop this up and make plenty of Instagram clips. And you guys make sure you're checking out my Instagram, all of my live streams from TikTok, from all my YouTube channels, including my AI channel. I post clips of them up on Instagram and Instagram only. You won't get those clips anywhere else. So if you missed the live stream, you can get clips of the live stream over on my Instagram, King David the Chosen. And I'm going to be posting other stuff over there, you know, selfies, stuff like that for the ladies. Go get my Instagram right. But I'm going to continue to post those reels, which are clips of my live streams. Join in, have a good time, troll. Don't forget about trolling when you see me going live at night with my shades on. Do yourself a favor and definitely point out the obvious that I'm wearing shades in the black of night. Like, make sure you're pointing that obvious out. Leave comments, as many comments as you can. It helps me in the algorithm. So however you feel and whatever comes over you in the moment and you feel like you want to tell me about, just do it. It's greatly appreciated. But I'm not going to hold you any longer. I will be getting back on here after finishing up Insanity and doing my weightlifting training. I'm going to jump back on here and cook some more. And what I want you to do is go ahead and take it in. Ladies, take it in. Take it in slow, though. Don't hurt yourself. Take it in slow. Easy. I got to ease my way in on this thing. You know what I'm saying? You mess around and try to take it all at once, you might hurt yourself, okay? Might hurt yourself. So stop sitting around getting annoyed at what I say. Do better. Do better. And you ain't got to worry about it. Or, here's the thing. Stop watching me. Stop watching me. You know what I'm saying? Go find something else to do, like I did y'all. Stop watching me. I stopped watching you. Stop watching me. Period. Problem solved. Anyway, smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and share the video. I know that was a deep message, ladies. I know it's deep. After getting that kind of message, you're probably kind of parched. Need some water or something to drink. Maybe a snack. All right, well, food and refreshments are in your fridge. Go help yourself to them. All right? Anyway, I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.